Hello guys, and welcome back to another Thaumcraft Spotlight. Well, I guess technically it's teaching the basics, but it it's Thaumcraft so big that it's going to probably take one or two more episodes just to get it done. Now, well, I I decided that before I started the next episode that I was going to discover all the aspects. For all of you who want to know how to just get the aspects and not have to worry about that, I am going to put a link to a list of what each of the aspects is a combination of. Now, if you look in here, I have every aspect discovered, so. Well, every aspect except for the tool aspects, which I'll get into later. Now, um, I went ahead and went into my Thaumanomicon and decide, well, let's go on to the next part, which is essentially distillation. Okay, so we need to take that, and we have three things to connect. Note that you do not have to connect everything together. You only have to connect it so that all three are connected. You do not have to make a loop. Okay, so the way that we are going to want to do this is probably just think really quick if there's any way that some of these things are related. I will tell you just to begin with that magic to water is probably simple, and then water to gelum is by far, or limus is by far the simplest because water is part of limus. So I'm thinking limus is going to be the first one we're going to do. So I'm going to use a calculator real quick that gets you from one place to another because I'm lazy, and I'll put a link to that in the description as well. But to get from there to there, what we have to do is... Okay, so this is what it gave me to do. Okay, so Tempestus, water, where's life? Okay, so now they're directly related. Now, next thing is water to Presentio, which that should be relatively simple. If not, we should probably use something else. Okay. So, we're going to relate that to Tate, and then that to that, and then they're both related by Perdido. And we got what we needed. Okay, so now that we have that, we can either go to the void jar or do that. Actually, all we have to do is purchase this, so if anything that has like the hexagon, that is a hexagon, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, hexagon. Anything that has a hexagon, you just buy. So if I click, I bought it. I can also get the next thing. And then, crystallization is the next part of it, but we'll go into distillation, but we need to do something else before we can even use that, which is we now need to go over to thaumaturgy and figure out how the hell do we make a better wand. Okay, so immediately you'll realize that there is research notes for better wand core, so we're going to want to at least learn that to begin with. So now we got the research notes, and while we're at it, let us get the gold wand caps. Okay, so get that, put that in there, and gold one caps. Now I can tell you that this one will probably be a bit harder, but I'm not sure. Let's see. To Arbor the Presentio, yes, it's going to be a bit harder. These ones you're going to have to use 4 slots instead. So, Air, Lux, Ignis, and then the last one that's recommended is Infernus, which do I not have? Looks like I do not have it right now. 1 second. Infernus. This, I forget how you actually make Infernus, actually. I thought I got all of them, but I guess not. Forbidden Magic. Oh god. That is not the one we want. Greed. Oh god. Going through an entire list of things. Ah, there it is. I knew it was something like that, but... Okay, so... There you go, Infernus. Now to get from Arbor to Tools... Trust me, this would take a lot longer if you didn't use this. I actually know how to do it without it now, but I forget, honestly, with how long it's been since I've actually played Thaumcraft, I think I forgot how. I'd probably be able to relearn it really quick, but I'd rather just keep this easy for you guys. So, the relation between Arbor to Instrumentum is air to machina or mechana, whatever you want to call it. So, air, modus, and then I believe mechana is potentia, and modus and instrumental. I failed. So, modus and instrumentum. Okay. Now we have the Greatwood Wancore. Learn that. Okay, so even with that, we'll probably need a better one, so we'll probably go on to that in a minute here. But first, we need to get a better wand cap as well. Whew. So, this one, I think, would be a lot easier because, remember, greed. Ah. Where is Lucrum? Fames and Humanus. So, these two are related by human. So, this one actually I'm not doing the research for. Yay me. 1 point for Gryffindor. Okay, so... Okay, so now we just need to find something that is related to humans, which will do tools. Kinda cheating, but whatever. Okay, I do not... Okay, Terran Vitreous is the Metalum, and then... Fame... Okay, so that's a harder one, so I'm going to look up that one real quick. So, lucrum to metalum. Okay. Famed Victus to Terra. Fame Victus Terra. Bingo. Okay. Now that we got that, open this. Now you can realize that it is not letting us proceed on. That is because we need to basically figure out everything before we can move on. But even before then, I say that we should maybe get to making ourselves a better wand. So, since is our first thing you want to do is if you have your wand out, you look in the top left corner and you'll see like these 6 little gauges. These are your storage of primal aspects. You can see that I have absolutely jack in them right now. So we need to go gather primal aspects. If you look at the recipe, damn it, rain! Why does it always rain in this world? It has to be something with that hungry node. I'll probably have to stabilize that node soon. Okay, so if you look, it says that I need Ordo, Ignis, Air for that part, and then I need Perdido for that. I also need some logs, which we'll do in a bit. So first, we'll use this. This will give me all the aqua that I need. By the way, you should refrain from pulling from nodes until you get this. It's not that branch. It's this branch of research done, because that allows you to tap much more effectively. If you do not research it, do not tap large nodes, because that will not end well for you. Or do not tap small nodes. If I said large nodes, I think I said large nodes. Okay, so just be careful because you do not want that value to hit 0. If that value hits 0, it has a chance of destabilizing the node. So never let the node hit 0. Okay. So right now we're just going around trying to find everything that I need. Now this node I'm not as worried about destabilizing, so I'm just going to steal everything from it. That one's a good node, and I don't need air anymore. Well, let's see. I'm thinking the last one was Ignis. Okay, so I need Ordo and Ignis still. So we need to find ones that have Ordo and Ignis in them. I also need to find a great wood tree, which I see one over there, but... Okay, let's get the wood we need for new wand. Oh, that's not a... It looked like one, but I did just wake up, so... You know, I do not like it when the world does not load on me. Okay, so... Just keep scanning until I find what I need. Certain biomes have automatic, like, specific types. So, the volcano biome that's over here might have a better chance of me finding what I need. Ooh, what's that? Okay, curiosity killed the cat. I think this is... Okay, so do I have my sword on me? See, this is what I mean about the rain. This looks to be a maze of some type. You know, I do not like mazes, and I don't think you guys are here to watch me get lost, so I'll figure out what this is later, and maybe we'll visit it after I'm a little farther in Thaumcraft. Okay, so let's continue on our hunt for nodes. Mountain biomes generally have ordo nodes related to them, so hopefully we'll see one soon. Hunt for nodes for Israel. Oh, I see one node. Well, not necessarily see one. I might be a little too high to be searching for nodes as well, which much use that'll be. Just so you know, don't worry about draining sinister nodes, which are the ones that cause, like, if you look at the ground, it's slightly discolored. You don't see it necessarily on that one because it's not there for long. It hasn't been there for long, but any that are slightly discolored, don't worry about destabilizing them because they're already destabilized. So go ahead and drain them to your heart's content. Oh. That's not what I was looking for. Funnest part about the Thaumcraft, trying to find nodes. Okay, so I'm probably just gonna cut until I find the node that I need. Watch, as soon as I say that, I'm probably going to find a node that I need. This looks like the node I need. Yes, it is. Wow. Coincidence? Alright, so, well, I still need one more node. But I'm hoping that I don't have to do much searching for it. For our sakes. Aha! Now this is an Eldritch Monolith with the Crimson Cult near it. Now, I'm going to turn off my ring because it's drastically overpowered, and you're going to want to actually clear these. What you're looking for is to get something special from these, which is a Crimson Cult book. Now I have ridiculously overpowered armor, so they're not doing that much damage to me. Actually, they're not doing any damage to me. But you're going to want to kill all of these guys, and hopefully, you'll get this rare book that they drop. We'll look in my inventory afterwards to see if I managed to get the rare book, but it doesn't seem like I got one. Okay, so they also drop magic fragments, which is something else to note. Yeah, I didn't get the book. But, you're going to want to get knowledge fragments whenever you can, because they are extremely useful, and certain branches of research you can only get through that type of magic. Okay, so now that we've cleared that, let's continue forth. All the sinister nodes. Doesn't have what I need though. Oh, actually I have fire for whatever reason. Maybe I hit a fire node. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we can just teleport back to the house. Okay. So now that we're back here, we can go back down here, and then I have to show you how we begin crafting some of these things. Okay, so put those back on the ground. I need to find great wood logs first, though. I think I have some spare. I don't really use it for anything, so did have some spare. Great wood necessarily isn't that hard to find though, so that's not one. So, one more adventure to find great. Actually, I don't feel like going on an adventure. Let's see if my other chests have something in it. If not, I know that my friend Nick has some near his house. Hey! Let's actually empty our inventories a little bit. Okay, so none in there, none there, none in there. Okay, so oop, I don't even know where I just teleported. Well, did I just teleport to the Thaumcraft by accident? That works too. Thaumcraft, actually, I'll find it one a lot faster. Okay, so oh, right there. Okay, so need 2 logs to make our new and improved wand. Okay, so back to home. I really need to set my home waypoint over into here. By the way, for anybody that's a tech mod person and is wondering how, when I'm gonna do a draconic evolution video, I have no clue how long I'm going to take when it comes to doing that, mainly because of the fact that I'm not that familiar with draconic evolution, actually. So, you know what? I know why this is not, one second. Because next part is that we're going to need to use the work table. It used to be in old Thaumcraft that you right-click a crafting table with your wand. New, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, is probably you just. I'm pretty sure it's you just craft a table and then do all of them shenanigans the same way. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so now we got a new awesome table. Now we can start beginning by making what we need. I can put all these bookcases in here. Okay, so next I'm gonna go to the next I'm gonna need to go back to the overworld and then I need to get a couple pieces of gold. Okay, so actually gold ingots, that's what I need. Alright, now we go back in here. Now our wand capacity for this one is 25. We're going to make a bit better of a wand. I can't remember what its wand capacity is though. So, got 2 caps. Now we need to make the Great Wand core. Do that. Ta-da! We now have a wand that has a capacity of 50, which is a lot better than we had before. And it also doesn't have the average viscos of 100 for 10% like our old one does. So now we can do some more advanced stuff. Okay, so next, now that we have a better wand, we can either do one of two things. We can either start going towards infusion, which is the not so fun part of blowing up your entire house, or we can continue on with alchemy. I'm saying let's go up to the thing that blows up your house because nobody doesn't like a not so fun spotlight where we don't screw up in some way or some sort. So I think I'll research this and then that'll be the end of this specific episode. Now, I'm guessing this is an instrumentum type, is my guess. It's for infusion. Okay, so infusion. Okay, so to make an infusion altar, we're going to need we're going to need to figure out what that last aspect is. So let me look at the aspect list and see which one, because I'm thinking it's related to instrumentum because those are the only ones that I haven't only ones that I haven't actually researched. Okay, so So what do we think it is? I'm thinking it's Fabrico, which, let's see. Yes, it is. Okay, so now we got how to our things. Machina and Fabrico will be easy to relate. Presentio, seeing as like it's blocked off over here, it might be better to go up to here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks to go. So, oh, whoops. I already have Google, or not Google. Okay, so from Presentio to Fabrico is where is it? There we go. In 5 steps. Plus magic bees. Okay. So let's actually. Okay, so it's saying Presentio Arum Air Modus. Presentio Arum Air. Okay, so fail. Arum Air. I'm not good with remembering. Modus Machina Instrumentum. Okay, so modus, which is air and what is modus? Air and ordo. I knew it was made from primals. I couldn't remember what. Okay. Machina and then instrumentum? Yes. Okay, now Fabrico to Machina. Machina. Okay. Find connection. Instrumentum, Fabrico. Oh god, it's just repeating. Since they're interrelated. Okay, so ooh, this is going to be where it gets to the not so fun part of we actually have to start creating stuff. So fire and spirit makes one of them. Not air and spirit, fire and spirit. No, not. Okay. And then beast is. What is beast? Actually, Modus Invictus. Modus, and then life. Put those together. Did we just combine the wrong thing again? I thought I clicked both of them. Okay. Round 2. Click both. Get rid of those. Okay. So now we got that. Now to make instrumentum, we need humanus and ordo. Alright. So now that we got that, we can create Fabrico to... I do not like that one. I really do not like that one. There's gotta be a better way to do that. But it doesn't look like it because game's evil like that. Okay, so I need Modus Invictus, which... and order. Okay. And then water and earth. We need to make 2 of those. Okay. And then fire and spirit. Yes, awesome. Humanus. Done. Alright. And next episode I'll show you how to craft the infusion altar. But before that I'm gonna make a platform up here, which will be our infusion area. So, see you next time.